Hello, I am Tesla, and I really need to budget out my second paycheck of January. I've been traveling a lot for work, and I've been sick with COVID. I'm barely recovering, so I've just been exhausted, and I hope to catch up in my finances in a few days. But for now, I just need to get this assigned. So because of work, I only had to fill up my gas once for $14.77. So I'm going to add another 45, maybe only 30. So I think I'm going to only need 30 more for gas since we're so late in the month. Nothing else for fees, but my car insurance did get raised again. It was basically 182, and now it's 201.53, which is like almost a $20 upcharge. So once I'm fully feeling better, I'll probably call them and see if they can lower it. I probably won't, because every time I call, they're just like, "Oh, it's inflation. We're not going to do anything about it." But it gets raised seriously every 6 months consistently, and this one's a large raise at $20. Bills is all good, but I did buy some I did buy some hand sanitizer under consumables, so I need to put $2 there. Maybe I need more dish sponges. Maybe like 15 in case anything else comes up. Durables cost me $270.61 because my fridge went out at the end of December. And so I bought still a mini fridge, but a slightly larger mini fridge, and that cost $270.61. And I wanted to wait until next Black Friday sale to buy another real fridge, but having a roommate, I didn't want that to be like a liability issue, so I just bought this mini fridge until I could figure out what I was going to get for my main fridge. I do need to cover maintenance. I probably should add extra for this. So I have been dealing with roaches, and I've been putting out traps, putting out poison, spraying myself, but it just hasn't worked. And the other day, I spent a lot on Pizza Hut. I walked away, and then I came back, and there were roaches all over it. Luckily, I'd already had the pest control scheduled, but I was just like, you know what, I'm not winning this fight on my own, so I had to pay like $271 for professionals, and hopefully that is just the end of that. Because I've never had roaches before, and it took me back to some not good times when I was living in worse apartments and stuff. So also maintenance going forward. I don't know if I should put it under maintenance or durables, but my fridge, I got it on a payment plan, I think from Lowe's. It's not the fridge that I wanted during Black Friday, but because Black Friday sales are no longer, it was $800 more just at regular price, so I went with a different fridge. And I guess I'm getting this first month without the fee, but going forward, I'll be putting $202 a month to pay for that fridge because it was a little over $2,400. It was so much money. Yeah. So I spent $20.17 on groceries, and I have 2 meal kit boxes coming up. Every plate, which was $50.93, which got charged yesterday, and then I've got my last Blue Apron box for $60.91. That's my last box because the discount is ending and it's just too expensive without the discount. So I'll be closing my account afterwards, but that should be enough to keep me going for groceries, I hope. I went out to eat 3 times this January. None of them were even for my birthday. They were just Olive Garden and little places like that. But that was $54.61. I'm going to give myself an extra $60 here in case I go out again. And I definitely spent a lot on junk food. $61.59 in my first check because I was just not paying attention. I was just eating out and doing whatever because I just felt so bad. Not eating out, picking up. I wouldn't go to the actual sit-down restaurant when I was sick. But in my second paycheck, I have also, because I haven't budgeted yet, I spent another $47.75 on crap food, most of it being the Pizza Hut, because I buy a lot of stuff and then I eat off of it for the week, but it was just all trashed. So that was just, yeah. Let's just do 15. And then I'll rein it in next month. I'll figure it out next month when I actually have a plan for my 2024 finances. That covers food. You know what I need to actually cover first, and that I should probably walk you through first? Let's go to savings. Oh, and I have to cover this. Okay, so the first half of the month, I spent $152.56 on work expenses, and then in the second half of the month when I came back, it was $197.65 with travel and etc. So $350.21 I expect to be reimbursed, but What draws my attention to this category is this big pile of money, $33,950.04. So, as you may know, I ended the year with a lot more cash than that, but that is because I decided to get ahead on my Roth IRA, my 2024 Roth IRA. I just took it from my savings, did it all January 1st, and now I have a 2025 Roth IRA category where I don't know what the limit will be in 2025, but this year it was 7,000, so that is what I am saving up for. And so in the first half of January, I was able to assign 376.27, and so I need to assign 207.07 to stay on track, 583.34 per month. So by December, I can just be ready and a year ahead for 2025. That's the only thing I have figured out for my savings goals. That's why I have just this giant pile of money here, not even assigned to categories, because I'm still needing to figure out what I want to do with the rest of it and how I want that money to serve me. Now we could go back up here. Okay, where was I? Personal care, I think, is where I was going to leave off. Toiletries. I need more toothpaste, so I'll just put $5 here. Appearance, I somehow already spent 130.56, a lot more than I was expecting when I filled that in. So I was presenting at a conference, so I wanted to make sure my face was threaded. I wanted to have different outfit options. So I bought some professional clothes from Ross, which was still pretty cheap and not very much. I would say the bulk of this was a pedicure. I didn't think to get a pedicure before I went on my trip, and I was staying at a resort, and I realized my feet need some attention. And it was a 30-minute pedicure for $67, and just not even gel, just regular nail polish. It was so expensive, and I should have just done it before I left town. But lesson learned, don't get spa treatments at a resort. Health, I spent 49.63 because I've been sick, and I also got the medicine from the resort, which, as you can imagine, medicine from a gift shop, the upcharge is wild. I should have packed better. And then in this pay period, I needed to buy more masks and a COVID test. So that was $15.99. I don't think I should need any more for this. Okay, so giving support got 25, needs another 25. Presents, I spent 43.18. I'll probably need to put another 25 here. A friend of mine lost their job, and so if I go out to eat with them or anything, of course I am gonna cover it, and I don't want to not hang out with them. But I just know that if I do hang out with them, I probably need to add a little more. Let's say 30, round that up to 30. Fun money. I don't know that I have any money for fun money. I'm not going on a vacation this month. I don't plan on going on any adventures. If I'm no longer sick by the end of this month, maybe I'll go to the movies, but I'm really not planning on getting out very much. Miscellaneous. I spent $213.95 on subscriptions because I paid for a year of YouTube Premium, my monthly Apple storage, and then my annual Pandora Plus for $59.42. I don't use Spotify. I just use Pandora. Miscellaneous, I spent $38.07. And it's really weird because I got charged for something called Prefix 512. And I have no idea what Prefix is. I have no idea what the $37 charge. So I have a note, and I have a flag to alert me, what is this? So I'm going to contact my bank and be like, who is this? Why do I have this? And if I can't figure it out, then I'm going to dispute it. And then another thing is I'll take a lot of videos on my phone, and then when I try to get them on my computer, for work or something, then I don't have the extension to see the video. So I bought the extension, but then it still didn't even work. So I'm glad it didn't cost that much, but it's something to help you see HEIC videos on the computer. But it didn't even end up working. So 107 on that, and then hopefully I can dispute this 37 charge unless I figure out what that is. Do I really have $874 left? That's really surprising to me. Oh, duh, because you didn't assign anything to miscellaneous. Let's add 50 here. So technology. I have been wanting an iPad. I think I posted about this last January that I've been wanting an iPad probably since college. I graduated college, in 2018? It's now 2024. How many years am I going to put off getting an iPad? I don't know. I may get one this month I don't know if I am going to. Okay, so here's the deal. If I get one this month, I'll pull it from technology, right? Which right now is just sitting in a big pile of money. I've been wanting an iPad for a long time. I need to do some research onto which one to get. So I've been trying to find one secondhand on Facebook Marketplace all of 2023, but I kept not pulling the trigger because it's like, okay, what if I get it and it's busted and it doesn't work or it's not worth it or something? But I don't know. I think this is the year I'm going to pull the trigger. I'm going to get my iPad. So I'm going to put maybe just like 100 in this sinking fund. So one thing I changed about my categories this year is I had a sinking fund and then I had a matching spending category. And I liked it because I could see all my sinking funds under one category group and I wouldn't have to hunt through different categories to see what was a sinking fund or not. So for example, I might have had an auto maintenance sinking fund and then I had the service spending category. Now it's combined into just service. And now it's combined into just technology. And same thing for Chip's Medical. I had a vet fund and then a medical fund. Now it's just all going to live under medical. And the only reason I feel comfortable combining it is because of how YNAB came out with these filtered views. So I can still see all my sinking funds together if I need to. But that's one thing that's changed. I'm kind of going all over the place in this video. Another anomaly is I no longer have my HSA, but I guess it didn't go into effect starting in January. It went into effect starting in my second check, so I still put 160 into my HSA this year, which I was not expecting to do. But going forward, it should all be at 302. So I'm no longer doing my HSA. Just because I don't have the stomach to pay for medical care costs up front. So I'm doing everything either through my Roth IRA, which was already taken care of, or my 401k 302 per check, which is going past the match, but it's like, that doesn't bother me. And if I want to pick up my HSA again next year, then I can. Okay, maybe I just need more leniency. So durables, is there anything for durables? I always want to buy stuff for my house. I'll put 50 there just as a buffer. Maintenance, I'm going to put another 150 here actually because I want to get my patios professionally spray cleaned with like a pressure washer and make it look like nice and clean. And so I was thinking then, what if I just buy my own pressure washer for like 150? I don't know. I'm either going to buy it myself or I'm either going to pay someone to do it. But I added money to both categories because why not? Just for flexibility. And then I'm good on food. I'll add 5 more into toiletries just to be safe. You know what? My health is in a downward spiral all the time. I'm gonna add another 12 for health. Hobbies, I guess I can add 25. I don't know. I don't even have any hobbies anymore. I'm so tired. Adulthood has taken away all my hobbies. I guess I'll add all of it into technology, 332.39. Why would I do that, actually? Maybe you should just get ahead on your Roth IRA. Yep. Just in case I ever have an off month, I can make sure that I'm still on track with that. 332.39. Okay, that's everything I spent in the first half of January, some of what I spent in the second half, and how I plan to spend for the rest of the month. And hopefully I can just get it together because I don't know if you could tell my mind is all over the place. I need to figure out how I did in 2023, what I want to do for 2024. And then next month, last year I did a low spend month and I would say it was pretty successful. It was the month out of the whole year that I did spend the least. I know YNAB has the more money challenge in January. That's cool. And I like how everyone is so jazzed up in January with great energy that's like a sense of renewal. But for me, like, I'm still exhausted from the holidays. I'm still tired. This is my birthday month. I don't want to be minimalist in my birthday month. And I like that February is the shortest month out of the year, so it's less days of restraint. Although we are in a leap year, actually, so it will be one day longer. But I think that's when I'm going to really rein in and try to be more responsible and set myself off for the right tone for the year. But that is what's going on with me. I hope you are well. I hope you're staying warm, and I'll talk to you